Going live is a weird experience. A weird experience because I'm here and and no one else is. So it's not like it's not like I'm recording a video and I have a purpose. I'm just sort of just you just sort of go live and you just sort of wait for people to join in. So I'm sitting in the house at the minute and oh, in the dogs. And I'm just gonna see what I can change. Oh, look at that. Bubbles, yay! Oh, I do like the 8mm look. We go with that. So, yes, somebody is watching. I can tell if somebody is watching, but I don't know who it is until you say hello. So, say hello. Let's change that. It's a little bit weird, is it? Well, TGS. Well, how's it going? What's the crack? Sorry, features. Well, guys, how's it going? How's everybody doing out there? I just thought I'm sitting in the house here, me and the dogs. The girls have gone to watch the Late Late Toy Show, and I have the evening to myself. So I just thought, you know what? And we just went 4,000 subscribers. That's five, no, that's four. We just went 4,000 subscribers, and it's like, wow. Jacob who? Jacob Toner. Well, Jacob, what's the crack? It's really hard to see your pictures on. I'm on my phone, so it's really it's everything comes up really small. So listen, guys, if you're on there, this is we're just having. I'm just coming on live to just sort of say thanks to everybody for subscribing. We just went 4,000 subscribers there about 5 minutes ago. So good man, Bobinski. Thank you very much. What sort of beer are you drinking now? Are you an ale man? Do you like Smithwick's? I used to drink Guinness and Smithwick's and lager and anything I could get my hands on. But yeah, so dark mild. What's dark mild? It sounds like an ale. It sounds like an ale you're drinking. That Smithwick's is an ale. It would be like, oh, I don't know. I don't even know what it would be like. But guys, listen, I'm here. If you have any questions that you want me to answer, fire away. No, Jacob, there's no bushcraft club this weekend. Unfortunately, the government have shut me down with the circuit breaker lockdown. So I'm closed. So is it a beer, Bob? Is it a beer or an ale? Yes. Well, do you know something? Live feeds are very strange. Ah, you see, yeah, it's an ale. It's like something like live feeds are strange because it's all about the interaction. So, I could be sitting here waiting for somebody to ask me a question like this. And have you ever, Bob, have you ever, well, I have seen you on Buchan's live feeds. They are just bananas. I don't know how. Thank you very much, good country living. Thank you very much. I don't know how Buchan handles that volume of comments. Genie Mac, you can't get a work in. You can't get a word in. So it's just crazy. But there's only three of yous here, like, so you you have me all to yourselves, guys. Any questions? Anything you want to know about Wooly's World? I was on an interesting. There's going to be some. Oh, I know, Bob. It's crazy. I can't keep up with it as well. By the time I've typed in something, there's 15 comments have gone in the time it takes me to type. So you know, uh, what was I going to say? Guys, I was on there's going to be you guys are 6 videos behind on the cabin build, so I have staggered them. Uh, yeah, you do, don't you? She's bucking as fast, like, and you know and I suppose that's why there's so many super chats is because people just can't get their message across. Uh, I'm not that fast, Bob. I'm still all, you know, I was 21 when the first mobile phone made its appearance around these parts. So it's not something I grew up with. But what was I going to say? Yeah, the cabin build guy. So I'd be down there 4 days in a row working on the cabin, and that could be 4 different videos, and sometimes it could be like 6 different videos. But it's progressing very well. But I also started a different project this week, not at Red Branch, somewhere else, and that is I am starting an Iron Age building skills course. So I'm not teaching it, I'm a participant, but I'm documenting it. So we're building an Iron Age roundhouse and with hand tools from scratch, basically. So we were putting in posts the other day. Thanks, Triffid Grower. Thank you very much. Yes, get those thumbs up, guys. 4 people watching and only 1 thumbs up. It's a disgrace. So yeah, hopefully I can be involved in this from start to finish. It is looking at like a 15-week build, so and there is training days involved in that. But I was chatting to the guy that's running the whole project, and hopefully I'll be able to get down and just sort of help out as well as do the training days. So what we're looking at the minute is we're looking at next Friday, the first video of that will come out, but I recorded it yesterday. But it's just to give me enough time to get the next video recorded, because there's nothing going on then for a couple of days with that. So that's pretty much the crack. And yeah, and I'm sitting here with, you hear this? Everybody listen. Listen. Do you hear Cooter? Bruno! Wait until you see this dog, guys. I'm just going to give you a sneak peek. This is my sitting room, by the way, so watch this. Hi, Bruno. What you doing? See that tail? Oh, don't be looking at those. Cooter. And Pockets. Pockets is the old girl now. There's only she's Pockets is 13. You see that graying in the eyes there? She's going blind. She's deaf already. But Bob, charcoal making, eh? Charcoal making sounds really interesting. I do a similar process when I'm making something that we call char cloth, what you use for lighting fires with flint and steel. And it's you basically cook it until everything is cooked out of it, but you cook it and reduce the amount of oxygen intake, I think is the basics, isn't it? Carbonizes it or something. But guys, listen, if you've just come on, drop into the comments and say hello, because I don't know who's here. Buster Dunn, thank you very much. I don't think I've ever been called inspiring before. That's a new one. We call a lot of things, but inspiring is it's not something I hear very often. Thanks, man. That means a lot. You're into the outdoors? You messaged me before, didn't you? About something, Buster. So it's weird sitting in the house. It's so quiet. The girls are all good, man. You should. It's a good path. Are you in Ireland? Or are you in the UK? It's a good path. It's tough on the body, but it's very physical. And listen, guys, keep those questions coming in. I've actually 9 people on. 9 people. Paul, thank you. Greetings from Germany as well. Greetings from Ireland. Greetings from Northern Ireland to be exact. So yes, wait and see this for my glorious view out the window. Yeah, Pilk, I was just updating the guys on what's happening with the cabin building stuff and the angry Dracolope. Thank you very much. So nice. What are you going fishing for? Yeah, well, that's a brilliant idea, Bob. And you know what? It's a good way for people who are looking planning permission in a forest because I think the person needs to be on site. Thanks, Ian. No, I didn't. I didn't. I never got round to doing that. I kept meaning to do it, and it was just like, I don't do a lot of shopping, and Siobhan does all the shopping, or Mrs. Wally, she does all the shopping, and I'd be like, will you get me 8 watermelons? And she's like, no, no way, I'm not getting you 8 watermelons, but I might be able to pick some up. Now, unfortunately, no, sorry, I'm not going to say unfortunately. I'm going to say fortunately, chub. I have never fished for chub. Uh, I know. Don't say that. She's not here, but she'll be sitting over in my mother's house, and she'll go, something terrible just happened. I couldn't do that. Jesus. I know I'd get on it. Guys, listen. My head does be running around with a million ideas for videos, and but remind me because I forget stuff, with the fibro and all that stuff that goes on. I forget things all the time, A lot of my videos are complete spur of the moment where I just walk out the door and grab a camera, So uh, some of them will be sort of planned. Nice, Buster. A big tree house. A sketchbook. Yeah, I used to have one. I would be artistic enough. I used to do a lot of drawing and painting and stuff, but yeah, I just forget stuff. Just forget stuff. That's just the way it is. And no, Carrickfergus is a fair bit away now. It's like it's in the north. There's nothing too far in the north. So when I say it's a fair bit away, it's like an hour and something away. So it's up the far side of Belfast. So I don't think I've ever been up to Carrickfergus Castle. A guy I was actually doing the training course with. Pint of Harp. Well, Harp is brewed in Dundalk, which is our closest town. It's only 5 miles away from here, Ian. And we regard it as piss. Yeah, big brewery. Siobhan is from right, but people regard Tennent's as bad beer as well, So, when I drank Guinness. I didn't drink anything else. And so, no, no, I was never a top shelf man ever. I had a couple of scrapes with whiskey. Uh, that is a good idea, actually. I do have books like that I've had from my past, Pilk, with stuff in it, So thanks very much, Triffid. Take it easy. Say hello to your stepdad. Hi. What's his name, Buster? Yeah, guys. So it's all a bit crazy. It's all a bit crazy. 4,000 subscribers. Like, Stu. Thanks for watching, buddy. Stay frosty. It's all a bit crazy. It's like I was looking back on. See, I run experiments on the channel, so I'd be sitting looking through analytics and stuff like that, and running experiments and see what works. And and different things like that. So and since lockdown, guys, since the first lockdown in March, I have released at least one video a day, and that's mental. Yeah, I know. I know. Bruno's a lunatic, hey, a lunatic. Did you see the bow drill video? The video that I uploaded today. I only shot that quite recently as well. So uh he's just so funny. And you just forget that he's only 9 months old, you know. Yeah, what do you think of that? Oh, it's sort of hard to see. That's an oak sleeper or an oak mantle. The guy who owns this house, it works in the forestry here, and they were taking down an old forestry hut somewhere, and it was all it was all made from pure oak. Must have been standing for about 100 years, and he got this out of it and a load of sheds. Yeah, he was trying to eat the bow drill, and he was running away with the bow drill and going crazy. Yeah, sorry. So they took that hundreds of years old. Listen, Buster, thank you very much for stopping by. It's a pleasure. Listen, if you're into the outdoors, get into the outdoors. You can't go wrong. You really can't. It's an excellent way to go. Bob, I have been log splitter, log splitter, log splitter. Me and a couple of log splitter companies have been. We've been going over it. I had the reason why I have reason why. Listen, you can't go wrong with Carhartt. Hey, you really can't. I have another one coming out, another video recorded that I haven't released. Bob, remind me, Bob. I'll get back to you now in a second. About a pair of Carhartt jeans that I got. They're lined Carhartt jeans. I got them on eBay for like a tenner. Unbelievable. They're unbelievable. I'm too fat for them now. That's another story. Bob, Oregon wanted to give me a log splitter for the channel, right? And the thing is that we couldn't get one in Europe. They couldn't get one to send to me. So that's how I ended up with the Oregon chain and bar for the Frankensaw, because hopefully myself and Oregon will be doing a couple of wee bits and pieces together. So I sent them off a wish list of stuff that I would like to test, and we'll see how it goes from there. So they sent me two chains and a bar for the Frankensaw, and you see, because I was dealing with Oregon in the US, and then I ended up having to. I was passed over to somebody here in the UK, so it sort of you know, there's a difference between what they can do for you in America and what they can do for you over here. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, in America, they've got warehouses all over the place just full of log splitters, you know, but here they didn't have any. And there was talk of Easton made as well, but don't know about that now. Imagine an Easton made log splitter. I'd love a log splitter, guys. It would really save my back. Since I went off the since I got off the medication and all, I really find a big difference in my physical ability. Not my no, sorry, not my physical ability. My recovery time. As in, I go out and do splits of mud, and I'm buckled. I'm buggered, like I'm my back sore, my arms are sore. You know, I'm walking around the house going, oh, 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 you know. So you know, you know the way this goes. My channel goes, guys. Sometimes I don't have access to wood. You know, so you guys were spoilt with Frankensaw action over lockdown with all those big beech trees I got. Like so, uh, a score like that would be amazing, amazing. Imagine like. But so let tell me this. What would you guys like to see on the channel? Really? What would you like to see? What would you like me to do? Are you enjoying the cabin build? Or is it going a bit too slow? Could I condense those videos together a bit, do you think? What do you think of Uncle John? Uncle John's turned out to be a bit of a favorite. Funny man, but funny man. He's I try, hey. Building the work shed. The work shed is going to be cool. Uh, Fishing I've done before, and it was very. Oh, I suppose it's hard to know. You see, I mentioned this in the video last week. I made a mistake. He wouldn't let you use the axe. Why not? Sure, the axe is where it is. The axe is what connects you to the wood. Ah, that's the thing as well. Like if I got a log splitter, would I get lazy? Be out the back. I try, Bob. I try. And the thing is like I don't really make any of this up. I don't write down the script or anything. What am I saying? Ooh, axe in the knee is not good. I had an axe in the shin incident when I was young. Clearing ivy off trees wasn't nice. But guys, yeah, the shed. So the work area. So this guy that's teaching me on the roundhouse build. I don't know if you guys caught that, but I started a training workshop. Ooh, 15 stitches. It's not nice. You can see that. No, that's like the most awkward thing I've ever tried to do. So I started building an Iron Age roundhouse on. I'm a participant. Jeff, my man, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, what? But this guy that is teaching the course is interested in coming down to Red Branch and doing some things. So like, this guy, he's a thatcher, dry stone walling. He does hedge laying and all that sort of stuff, like really cool stuff. That you'd be really into. It hasn't gone up yet. It hasn't gone up yet. The roundhouse video has not gone live, and it won't go live until this day next week, guys. So I'm going to try it because of when the next training is, you see, so that I have enough time to get the next training in. So that's what I was saying. Bruce is good. Bruce is lonely. I need to get Bruce out. I might get him out tomorrow actually. Guys, Bruce is my splitting axe. No, I don't. I don't. Smooth Gifix. That has come up before. Are they two Dutch guys living in Ireland or two Irish lads living in Holland? The bushcraft guys, are they? But yeah, so guys, I'm 7 videos ahead at the minute. Oh, are they? They're building a roundhouse in Ireland. That's really interesting. I must have a look and see if I can find it. Yeah, I think I've come across them guys before. And YouTube is such a weird thing, right? You know, like there is so many channels out there. So many, so many, so many, so many. And you think that when you're in a certain niche, I have heard about Prandy Axes before as well, actually. Guys, when you're in a certain niche, you sort of think that you've come across all that type. When I'm not really in a niche, I don't think. I think I'm a bit vague in what I do, which is probably why I have grown so slowly, which I actually enjoy. Yeah, I saw adverts for TA Outdoors. I don't watch a lot of his stuff. Uh, Scott, you're welcome. Oh no, it was a Prandy axe that hit the knee. God damn it, Prandy. I keep thinking Mandy. God damn you, Mandy. But guys, there can be a channel. You'd be scrolling through YouTube and there's a channel that does the same stuff as you or this very similar, like a bushcraft channel or an outdoor channel. Never heard of it. 5 million subscribers. And you're like, how have I never, ever heard of this channel before? Do you know what I mean? So that's the thing about YouTube. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like my kids watch it. And some of those kids' channels will have like 60 million subscribers. And it's just like mental. And those videos where they're recording themselves playing games online. Oh, 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 crazy, 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 crazy. No, it's mental. It's mental, and they watch this one with this channel with these little Australian girls. Oh my god, it's just bananas, bananas, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Have you ever? Do any of you guys watch Wrangler Star? I don't watch him a lot anymore, but I used to maybe about 3 years ago. I used to watch a lot of his stuff. I got one of his first batch hoodies and everything, so I did. But he did a very funny video where he was going to quit. He was going to quit his Homestead video channel, and he was going to go into makeup. Because those people, it's just yeah, exactly, Keith. Exactly, yeah. I understand completely. Like, and that's the way I would be looking at it. So if I for example if I switch on if I go looking at a jacket, if I go reviewing a jacket, you should. You were supposed to send me them ages ago, Bob. Like if I go researching a jacket and I look on YouTube and the channel comes on and this person's standing there talking about it being 10,000 hydrostatic head and all this, and I'd be like, what? You know, but so when I do a video on a jacket, I'd be like, so that's why I like doing videos like that. And I don't know if things have changed in the last week or so, but I suddenly seem to be getting like you guys, you warriors, you people that comment on every single video, guys. I love it and I appreciate it, guys. But it all of a sudden now in the last couple of days, it's like I'm getting loads of comments on videos from people, from I don't know, subscribers probably that don't comment a lot, and I'm starting to get a bit of troll action as well. So I've had three sort of negative. That's it. Let's just say negative comments in the last couple of days. So. Uh, Well, you could hardly blame the hatchet. It's just a hatchet, hey. I was doing that the roundhouse, the Iron Age roundhouse on Thursday, and the boy that's teaching the course, we were down and he was pulling stuff out of the boot of his boot of his truck, and he pulled out three axes, two Grand Forest Brooks axes, and one French. I'm going to say a hewing axe. It's like it has like an offset blade. Sorry, it has an offset blade to one side, so you get a right-handed one and a left-handed one. It's like this thing was 300 years old. Do you know what I mean? I was like, that is mental, mental. Yeah, yeah. The wood moved. The wood moved. That's what happened with my hand, guys. That's what I was trying to show you. No, I don't know if you can see this here. See that scar on my thumb? See that? Right there. Right in the middle of the screen now. And another a corresponding one over here. So I was holding a piece of wood like that. Like this. And I had my Hultifer's axe. My Hultifer's Hunter's axe, which is an excellent bushcraft axe, guys. If you're ever in the market for one, it's a really good size. It's about 20 inches long, really good weight. I got it off Hultifer's before they went with that premium line with that really expensive stuff. But chicks dig scars. Yeah, hewing axe. Yeah, guys. And I was sitting like I'm gonna put the phone down. Doing this on my phone. It's working quite well. I was sitting with a piece of wood like, and I went like this. I didn't lift the axe. The axe was sitting on the piece of wood. But when I lifted up the piece of wood like this, I looked away for a split second, and the axe just slid off, just went into my hand like that. And it was in front of a group, 12 children, 12 10-year-old boys and girls, and the blood just went squirting out of it like that.
Oh no. And Lily was there. And Lily started to cry, and all the kids started to laugh. They're like, "Yay, Wally, Wally, Wally!" And the blood was everywhere, boy, everywhere. And I had to wrap myself up. But first aid kit and all there, like so. I'm first aid trained, first aid trained this years and years and years. So I had to wrap myself up, guys, and the bleeding wouldn't actually stop. So I had to get a sports bandage, a conforming bandage, you call it. It's a pinky type bandage. Nah, that's not going to work there. And it's what you would put on your ankle, like an ankle support. And I had to put one of those on, and to get it to stop bleeding. And I had to wrap three bandages around it, like, and my whole hand was like out like this. But I had to keep the session going for 2 more hours. It's like I was in the forest, you know. I couldn't just ring the. Can you come collect the child, please? Because I've hit myself with an axe, you know. So all the kids went home 2 hours later. Off me and Lily went to A&E, and 6 hours later, this one wasn't as much. So I think I got 4 stitches here, 6 stitches here. But of course, it turns out the doctor was a friend of a friend from a guy I was in the mountain rescue with, and he was like, because we started talking about emergency medicine because I'd been involved in emergency medicine and stuff, and uh, uh, being in the mountain rescue and being an EMT and stuff, and we got talking. He was like, "Oh, do you want to see something cool and all?" And so he started injecting my hand and sticking the needle in, and injecting my hand. He got forceps and all, and he pulled open the wound for me, like this. He pulled open the wound on my thumb. And he went, "Now start going like this," and you could see all the muscles and all, and it was just bizarre. But just one of those things, and that's the sort of thing that happens to me all the time. Here, listen, I missed that comment. I don't know how to get the comments back. The kids and Wooly. Exactly. Hey, never get distracted. Hey, and the thing is that I didn't swing it at all. It just literally tapped. Just went like this. It was so sharp. You see, so like that axe is shaving sharp. It's the axe that I use when you see me doing my kindling videos and stuff. I very rarely take it out when I'm doing bushcrafting anymore. So I'm on the hard stuff tonight, guys. Pure vodka. It's not. It's sparkling water. Here, I must show you this. Thank you, Vangelis. Vangelis. Fiskars. Fiskars are axes that have always interested me. But I've never held one in my hand. I never used one. I don't know. I like the. No, I have. I've never used one. I've held one in my hand because they sell them in home base, and they just always feel a little bit light. So look. I just caught these in the background. You see these, look. That's Lily's footprint when she was a baby. And that's Evie's footprint. So these are, this is Irish walnut, guys. Irish walnut. A very uncommon piece of wood to come across. And I happen to have a load of it. And thanks, Rob. Thank you very much. Oh, cutting the fingers. Guys, a friend of mine gave me this wood, and I made these for the girls from their impressions, from their footprints when they were babies. So this one was Lily's. This one is bigger because we didn't get Evie's in time. So I used to have one of those electric scroll saws, and this wood is like the most beautiful thing you'll ever see in your life. I actually give a load of it away to a couple of friends of mine that make knives. But yeah. So guys, the journey to 4,000 subscribers was a slow one. Walnut, yeah, Walnut is not. A friend of mine makes orchestral harps from scratch, and he has a kiln, and he lives away down in Galway, and he's a member of this Woodworkers Guild of Ireland or something, I think it's called. So these guys give each other all these rare bits of trees that they're not going to use. So he has a lot of bog oak and bog with 5 bags of wood, all about this size, that's no good to him. He's going to burn it in his wood burning stove. Do you know what I mean? So you're talking about beech and walnut and bog oak and unbelievable everything. All the spalted beech has all been got at the right time, and it's all been kiln dried, and it's just unbelievable stuff. So I used to make a lot of arts and crafts with it, and I used to give a lot of it away. So I give a lot of it. I give some of it to Davy Brock from Brock Knives. I posted some over to guys in the UK and stuff like that. So, and and for free, like, sure, I wasn't using it. I might as well give it away, like. So. I share the love and all that, but this journey to 4,000 subscribers, guys, I have to say, when you're a YouTuber, right, you want the 100,000 subscribers and all that. You want to wake up in the morning and you want to have loads of subscribers and stuff, and it can be frustrating at times to be sitting there and you turn it on, you look at it and you're like, 1 subscriber today, even though that's not what it's about. That sort of becomes a part of it as well. So what has happened here, guys, in the last year is something that I love, but I didn't expect to happen. It's something I wanted to happen, but I didn't think it would happen. And I think it's something to do with the randomness of my videos and the way that people interact with me and stuff like that. And it's that there seems to be like there's like a group coming together. There's a community aspect to the channel, where we can talk about stuff. And yeah. You see, that's the thing, Dracula. That's the thing, is that they reckon that. So, for example, Rob, I'll get back in a second. Just let me finish this. For example, if I just did chainsaw videos, all the experts say that I would have this many thousand subscribers. Do you know? I know, it's amazing, isn't it? Country living. It's just there's so much can come out of it. Like if I just focused on one niche instead of just being a sort of a random, but that's not what I want. The whole idea of Wooly's World is that this is my world. Yeah, exactly, Keith, exactly. So this is my world. I am just recording what I do. I'm not. No, that's not true. Very rarely I go out and set up a video. Do you know what I mean? It's always just stuff that I'm doing, and I'm like, sure, listen, I'm funny enough. I can talk shite like the best of us. I'll take an old camera along and see if people enjoy it. Keith, what do you say about meds there? Sorry, no, Rob. The meds, guys. The meds. Yes. Here's the thing about the meds. It was Scott. That's true. You did. Buchan was a slow grind as well. I remember him at 600 subscribers, and the interaction on his channel was amazing. Obviously, he can't keep it up. There's no way he can interact with 260,000 people. That's just mental. But so a funny thing happened yesterday. We're talking about the medication, guys, and I was watching. Me and Lily watch. There's 2 cartoons that we watch together all the time. We watch How to Train Your Dragon, and we watch the Airbender, the Avatar cartoons. And I don't know if you guys are into animation and stuff, but the animation on those 2 is amazing. No, no, listen, I don't mind, Rob. I'll talk away about it. It's important. People need to hear this stuff, right? So, uh, the thing is that my main issue with taking antidepressants was emotional blunting, right? Which means that instead of a normal person's emotions are up and down like that, right? So if somebody is depressed, their downs are way down, okay? But I was taking them for pain because they're CNS depressant, right? So what happened to me was that I was flatlined in my emotions. So I wasn't happy, I wasn't sad, I wasn't anything. So I know I talked about this in another video, guys, but I started crying watching cartoons with Lily yesterday. I was watching Avatar, and there was a big fight scene, and it was really like the animation is amazing in it, right? It's not the original series; it's a follow-on series called Korra, the last Avatar, or something like that. And I, Lily was sitting just over there behind you guys, and I was sitting here like this. Legend of Korra. That's it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant, brilliant. And the tears started to come, and then what happened was we watched the How to Train the Dragon movie, the third one, and we watch all the series as well. And it just not yet, and never will get the Roadrunner, guys. And they released all their dragons at the end, and that was it. Boy, that was it. I was gone. Wally couldn't hold it back anymore. That was so funny. And I was just sitting here like this, and there's only me and Lily in the room. And I was just sitting here like this, watching the TV, going, I hope Lily doesn't look at me. I'm not going to be able to handle this. Rob, I give up drinking about 10 years ago. Not long after Lily was born. So I just did. I was rough with the hangovers for a while leading up to it, and I just sort of didn't see the point anymore. We were living over in Achill at the time, and it wasn't like I had a big, there wasn't a big party and scene. It was the winter and stuff, so I just stopped drinking. And it seems to be the way in my family as well. There's a lot of us on one side of the family don't drink, whereas the other side of the family are all headers, and we either go one way or the other. And I could see myself going one way, so I decided to go the other. So what drug, Scott? Say it again. Ceretal. I didn't get that bit. Yeah, guys, the thing about it, I was taking a drug called duloxetine, right? Cymbalta is what they call it in the States. And it is, man, there are some serious horror stories about it out there. And it's frightening stuff when you think about it. Serotal. Serotal. I don't know what that is. I obviously didn't get the weight gain side effect of it, guys. 10 stone. 64 kg, pretty much since I've been 25. So and that's me at my heaviest weight, so I'm never been accused of being a large animal. Painkillers, well, painkillers have their place, there's painkillers, and there's natural painkillers, and there's pharmaceutical painkillers, and everything works to a certain extent, and nothing works to a certain extent. You just got to figure it out. So that was my reason for getting off prescription medication, is that I needed every man deserves a Hydrox. Deserves one. Is that a good weight for you, Scott? This is the thing, guys. I wouldn't worry about people saying, I'm this weight, I'm that weight, I'm this weight. It depends on if it's for you, you know, if I was before I started my YouTube channel, maybe 5 years ago, guys, I was, before I hurt my back, right, which sort of led me on this duloxetine thing, you know, painkiller journey. Guys, I was lifting weights 5 days a week, 5, 6 days a week, kettlebells, double kettlebells all the time, and I was 13 and a half stone. Thanks, Martin. I hear you, Scott. Oh no, a Defender 110. You will never be a rich man. How's that going for you? Well, sorry, sidetrack. Yeah, put it up in the comments. I'll get back to you about your Land Rover. Guys, I was lifting weights all the time. I was 13 and a half stone, but I was 13 and a half stone, you know, solid, you know. So I've always had a strange way with my metabolism in that, because, you know, I always work seasonally. So I would do 8 to 10 months in the good weather of non-stop kayaking, canoeing, hill walking, you know, and stuff like that. In the mountain rescue, so surfing all the time, all endurance type activities, you know. And then I would hit the winter, and I would go from 10 stone to 8 stone. Do you know? A stone is a measurement of weight. It's a measurement of weight here in the UK. I don't know what it is. I weigh 14 stone. 3. Yeah. 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 Well, there's no sawdust in my pocket. It's all over the bedroom floor. It's a measurement of weight. 60 kilos. So I think I'm about 64 kg. So if you work that out, so I'm about 10 and a half stone, which is 64 kg. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. There's what's that? What's that one? Have you ever seen the meme about the woman breaking up with the man who owns the Defender? Have you seen that? Yeah, stoning a sock will fairly sort you out. There's this meme about the man, and the woman. She says, "I told him it was me and the Defender, me or the Defender. After he slammed the door 7 times, he drove off and off." Well, Ed, how's it going? Happy Thanksgiving. Is that something you say after Thanksgiving? Yeah, guys, that's the thing. There is 50% of my subscribers are from the continental US. You know, so you know, so I say continental US. I hope I'm not insulting anybody. So Canada, United States, and even, guys, I get some people commenting from Brazil. Mostly on the chainsaw videos, I have to say. They do like the Huskies in Brazil. I think they make some Husqvarnas in Brazil. So it's a crazy mix. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, isn't it? Like I am sitting right here's a concept, right? I'm sitting in a small house in a housing estate in Forkhill in South Armagh in Northern Ireland. Okay? Right. So 20 yards away from me. Pat, how's it going? Welcome, buddy. What's that? 1 kg is 1.557 stone. Guys, so, you know, and shout out, where are you from? You know what I mean? Like right now, where are you from? I know, Pilk, you're from Germany. Pat's from the States. Scott, you're from Canada. Roughly, guys. So it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, YouTube is a mental thing. It is mental. It's mental to reach. Rob, you're in Wicklow. Good man. Good man. Asha, what are you saying? There's nothing wrong with England except when it comes to rugby. You know, so it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm from Manchester. You see? I don't have anything good to say about Manchester because I'm a Liverpool supporter. That's terrible. You see, that's the type of joke that, you know, that I would crack with UK subscribers and soccer, football. I'm not even a Liverpool supporter anymore. I always was, growing up, I always was a Liverpool supporter. But I couldn't bring myself to celebrate when they won the league because it was just a bit nuts the way it happened and everything. But and the fact that I would feel like a bit of a hypocrite. Yeah. Good man, Bob. How's that eel treating you now? Well, listen, it was like this, right? And here is I have got these random claims that others except one are Liverpool supporters. I've one brother is a Man United supporter. So Rob, you will know of Steve Staunton. Uh, yeah, I'm the same, Keith. I'm the same. I'm not in the soccer. But Rob, you will know. You should probably all know. We're all of a certain age. You will know of a guy called Steve Staunton who used to play for. He played for Villa. He played for Liverpool, and he played for Republic of Ireland. And he actually managed Republic of Ireland team for a little while. But he was from Dundalk. He was from Dundalk, and Dundalk is where Siobhan's from. It's just 5 miles down the road here. And I actually lived in the house next door to him, and he was my babysitter when I was a child. He was a good footballer, yeah. He was a solid defender, but solid defender. But yeah, that's one of my claims to fame. There you go, there you go. Yeah, listen, I love rugby, and GAA is excellent to watch as well. It's very exciting. But it hasn't travelled too far. Well, I suppose Sky Sports have picked it up a bit, so it does get out there. But yeah, yeah, sports excellent, guys. Sports great, like you know. I'm not one for going to the pub to watch it or anything. I would sit in the house and watch it. I don't really see much point in going to a pub if you don't drink, So, uh, oh, Bruno's doing something. Oh, Jesus. Drop the phone. Oh, Dundalk's the spot, Rob. Hey, Dundalk's the spot. I tell you what, Bruno's likely to just eat my leg off one time. He's over there licking his bum. You don't really want to see that in camera. Bruno, come here. I'm live. Bruno, what you doing? He just collapses. Bruno, come here. Come here. Come on, Bruno. Come on over into your public. Bruno. They're all asleep, hey. Come on, Bruno. Look at this galoot. Oh, Pat, it was a complete spur of the moment thing, hey. The girls decided they were going out, and I was sitting here and I was going, I might turn on the TV. I don't know what to do. And then it was like, bing, 4,000 subscribers. And I went, you know what? I'm going to go live. And so this is me. Sorry. Yeah, and the thing, like, I don't know. I've toyed with the idea of doing a regular live feed and stuff like that, but it's well, I don't know. I don't know if it would suit people, you know. No problem, Keith. Thanks for dropping in. Hey, stay frosty and all that. So, I don't know. Well, Jesus is warm stuff, hey. It's good stuff. I have one babe burnt already, guys. So I've burnt maybe a cord and a half, and it's only November. But oh, here I missed that last comment there. What was that? Oh, yeah, yeah, Bruno. That dog does not need coffee. Hey, does not need coffee. Yeah, I've been burning it. Hey, it is hot stuff, and I have a little bit left to split. Maybe 6 rounds, and that's it from March of this year. So that's how long it took me to get through 8 trees. But no, not 8 trees, 7 trees. Is it 7? Yeah, it was 7 trees. Stephen, how's it going? Hello.
trying to see what your little symbol is there. So yeah, that's the thing, guys. So Pat, it's 10:30 at night. No more coffee for me. I'm going to my bed soon. Uh, the funny thing, like, and obviously, guys, a lot of you guys that are here are into your firewood, and you do your firewood. Do you know what, Dracula? At some stage, Bruno is going to end up eating a bag of coffee. Nothing is beyond him. He will eat anything, anything, right? And he will get up into the cupboard and get coffee someday. I know it. And I'll come home, and he will have nothing. I mean, he will actually like taking a hammer to the wall and batter the big hole in it. Did you see what he did with the plant pot the other day? Jesus Christ, I was only away for 2 hours. Wrecked the house. Absolutely wrecked the house. And this is what I was saying, guys. It's so hard. You forget that he's just a young dog because he's so big. He was out the front here. There's walls that separate all the gardens here, right? So the wall is maybe what, 4 foot high, 4.5 foot high, something like that. And the cat was in a garden, 2 gardens away, just like a racehorse, boy. Just straight over them. Didn't even slow down. No, no way. Did he drink it? Did he drink the coffee? But yeah, guys, if a lot of people watch the channel because I do firewood, and this is the thing: you cannot explain doing your own firewood to somebody who doesn't do it. They just don't understand. They don't get it. Hold up, wait, you see this? I'm gonna sneak up. Bruno's asleep. Watch this. You comfy, Bruno? You comfy? Oh, don't be sure. Don't be putting that out on screen. What are you up there? That is him. That's the way he lays. We brought in the other dog bed. This is the small dog bed. And he gets into that. Bruno. Oh, he's saying hello to everybody. Oh, he's such a lovable dog. He can't fall off the couch. Sometimes he just falls off the couch. That's Cooter. And that's Pockets. Oh, Poxy. Well, Bruno. Bruno. What you doing? High five. High five. Bruno. Hang on. Sorry, Scott. Sorry, Bob. Hi, Daniel. Hang on a second. I go back to this. Guys, I don't know how to scroll back. Well, Daniel, how's it going? Sorry, I missed that. Yeah, same here. Same here, Rob. And I think what it is, I think it throws back to the fact that we are not as self-reliant as we used to be. I think that's what it is. And it's that we are providing for our family. I think, oh Jesus. I think that we're providing for our family. I think that's what it is. So, by getting the wood, by cutting it with the saw, by splitting it with the axe, by stacking it, and by drying it and then burning it, gives this really strange sense of satisfaction that you just can't explain. Like, I have so many people will come up and they'll be at the house and they'll be looking at the wood and they'll be going, You're an idiot. What are you doing? You can go to the shop and you can buy this. There's a boy that will deliver a ton bag of wood here. Yeah, ton bag of shite. That's what you'll get. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I look at it. Pelt Bulk, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, there's definitely a connection there, Stephen. And to tell you the truth, I haven't really have anything weird happen to me when I sleep outside. Cheers, buddy. So, I was going to camp out tonight, actually. But I just, sorry. I was trying to organize some stuff with Red Branch, you see. So I was doing a lot of computer stuff today. Adrian, it's not actually. Some of it is. The stuff I do at Red Branch is my own, but that's really bad pine. There's no BTU value in that, so I don't burn it in the house unless I'm really stuck. So look, he sits like that. Half of him is still asleep. His arse is still asleep. Well, Bruno. So, then he just goes back up. So Bruno will come over. I'll be sitting on this single seat like this, and he'll get up on top of me. And it will take him about 40 seconds to get up on top of me. And he'll be standing on my nuts. He'll be headbutting me in the nose. He'll be doing everything. He'll get up and then he'll just slam down on top of me like this, knock all the wind out of me. And I'll be sitting. He'll sit for maybe 5 seconds and then he'll get up and walk away. And that's where the let's split this comes in, you know? Yeah, he's a German pointer. German short-haired pointer to be exact. Yeah, a gun dog. I haven't shot over him yet, and I don't even know if I will. You know, I do so little shooting these days. I don't even think there's any point. Well, guys, I've never come across a level of intelligence in a dog like this before. Jesus Christ, it's unbelievable. You know, like you literally feel like he understands everything you're saying. But what was I going to say, or what were we saying? Hang on, I need a drink. What? What is it, Bruno? What is it? What is it? Yeah, there seem to be, there seem to be, there seem to be a sought after hunting dog. Anytime you meet somebody who knows them, anytime you meet somebody who knows the breed, oh, God knows, eh? God knows. Bruno, get out of it. What he is. God knows, Rob, probably is. I'm walking around with the camera in my hand, with the phone in my hand, you see. I'll set it up. Is it better like that, guys? Is it better like that? Is the signal more consistent? No. Yes. Am I back? Am I gone? It keeps cutting in and out. It'll even say to me, reconnecting. So I'll be walking the dog and somebody will come up and say, that's a German pointer. Where'd you get the German pointer? You know, straight off the bat, and I'd be like, oh, we got him in Galway, so completely randomly. So it wasn't we didn't go out looking for a dog. We just ended up finding the dog, or he found us, so whatever way you want to look at it. But, yeah, we lucked out because when the person we got him off was rehoming him, and they rehomed him and to us. And what happened is that if we hadn't taken him, we probably would have then went and looked for a pup, because Siobhan just fell in love with him straight away, and it was lockdown. And the pups, Jesus, he sure does, hey, he sure does. The guys, any of you people that are in Ireland will know what's going on in England as well. Like, you're talking £2,500 for a dog now. Mad as a brush. You got it, hey.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Pat. We weren't allowed to get another dog until one passed, so we were never having, because this is a small house. We were never going to have three dogs in the house. And then Siobhan went to Galway and on the Friday, and I got a message on the Saturday that said, "Oh, guess what we're getting." It's mental, Adrian. Mental. And done deal. We buy and sell page here in Ireland, guys. They stopped selling dogs because it just got mental. £2,500. There's boys selling Jack Russells here for 2 grand. Do you know what I mean? £2,000 for a Jack Russell. Jack Russells are great dogs and all, but these are dogs that people, and that's why Dundee stopped it, is because they were stealing dogs. Dogs are being stolen to order. So, so dogs are being stolen from England and brought over here. They're being stolen from here and brought over there. I know, and what you call them as well, and puppy farms, and it's just a whole big load of crap, Like, I know someone who bought a pup recently, and there was 20 dogs in the litter, and they sold them for 2 grand each. Yeah, I know. 2,000 for one pup, for a puppy, and we're not talking pedigree puppies here. We're not talking like the father was a champion, gun dog or anything like that. We're talking mongrels. We're talking about, what is they call them? Cockapoos and stuff like that. Cockapoos are mongrel guys, And listen, all dogs are beautiful. Dogs are. We have a special connection with dogs. I definitely believe that. But £2,500, guys. My first car cost me £1,000. Do you know? But anyway, guys, I have been on here for an hour and 10 minutes. The live feeds are the craziest things, right? You look back. Well, here's the thing, Rob, is that I was talking to somebody who says that there's not a dog in a pound anywhere. That because of lockdown, everybody went and rehomed all these dogs, right? What they're expecting is after Christmas is that all these dogs are going to be handed over again, So people, it's going to be, your pounds are closed. What the hell are they doing with the dogs? They didn't put them down, did they? They probably did. This is the thing. It's weird. Hey guys, in March, right? I was talking to somebody about this yesterday. In March, the Woodland Trust. The Woodland Trust are a charity organisation here who are trying to reforest England and Ireland, stuff like that, right? The Woodland Trust contacted me and said, "We have some saplings here. Do you want them?" And I was like, "Well, I suppose I could get rid of them if I want. How many do you have?" He says, "I've 28,000 trees here. Do you want them? All native Irish species, all gathered seeds in Ireland, grown from seeds in Ireland. And he said, sorry, hang on. And so he said, what did he say? I've lost myself now. He says, listen, Dermot. So these saplings are 3 years old, right? They're this height. They're like a foot and a half tall. There's 28,000 of them. And this guy is way up the north. And he says, Dermot, will you take these trees? And I says, yeah, okay. So I says, listen, I can't come up and collect them. I'm too busy. We're locked down here and everything and blah, blah, blah. And he says, I tell you what, Dermot, I will pay for a courier to come down, to bring these trees down to your house. And I was like, really? He says, if you don't take these trees, I have to throw them in the bin because I can't afford to keep these trees. 28,000 native trees, right? And they're burning them. They're going to burn them. We're going to chuck them in the skip. So I got them. I says, listen, give them to me. I'll get rid of them. So I give away 28,000 trees in 2 weeks in March. You want to see my backyard? You know where I do all the log splitting and all? It was piled 10 foot high in bags of trees everywhere. You couldn't get into it. And I had people turn up from all over the country by. And boy come up and he took about 10,000 oak trees to Roscommon or Longford somewhere to plant a forest. You know, people were turning up and saying, "Oh, I hear you've got trees. Can I get a birch tree off you?" I was like, "No, there's 50 birch trees. Where you go?" There you go. I don't care what you do with them. Plant them, put them in pots, give them to your friends. Gone. Just take them and go, take them and go, take them and go. Got rid of all of them except for 1,000 trees that they have out the back that I have a project in mind for. So, you know, I had 3 years work. All those trees. All of a sudden, there's lockdown. Nobody wanted those trees, so they're going to destroy them. It's mental, isn't it? Because they can't afford it. The charity, you know. So, hey, listen, don't get me wrong. They're doing a wonderful thing. It's just, I find it shocking, you know. Mental, you know. What's it up, Adrian? Yes, be nice if I had the land. I've put over 1,000 trees into Red Branch at this stage, I think. I don't know how many of them will eventually last, but yeah, I put a lot in. And with the clearing of the trees down in Red Branch, I'm trying to replace them with native. Anywhere I get a decent space at Red Branch, a tree will grow on its own. So we have about 50 ash trees coming on. We have about 4 beech trees. And we have oaks. All these oaks just appearing everywhere. So trees are good. Trees are life. Plant trees or die. That's what I say. Hippie woolly. Hippie woolly. There's also the gun-toting woolly, you know. Yeah. Listen, guys. Thanks for coming on and listening to me ramble away. I think I'm going to sign off now. I'm probably going to hit the hay. I think the girls will be home soon. So the girls, for all you Irish guys. Yeah, exactly. Hey, exactly. Rob, my girls are watching they're watching the toy show. So that's why I'm home alone, and that's why I can do this. So yeah, that's the thing, guys. You know, that's the thing. All this shite that goes on, you know. No problem, country living, guys. If any questions, get them in now, and I'll answer as much as I can, okay? And then I'm going to head on, take the dogs out, let them go for a run. Bruno, drop it. He's eating the cushion. He had the curtains the other day as well. He got these fancy curtains, look. See all these little fancy things? He had them all off the other curtain. Yeah. Right, listen, guys. Take it easy, everybody. Thank you very much, guys. No plans yet. Whoa, super chat. Thank you very much, Floater. Floater, do you know that when I went live on a camp out last year, you gave me a super chat and you told me to buy the girls ice cream? And you were my first ever super chatter. Now you're my second super chatter. Good man. Thank you very much. Guys, listen. 4,000 subs. 4,000 subs to me is absolutely mental. Mental. I know, and I did buy the girls ice cream. Thanks. That's cool. My kids won't listen to me for 30 seconds. You know? Guys, thank you very much. Another video coming out. What day is tomorrow? What day is today? Friday. Video, guys. I got videos stacked up at the minute till the 6th of December, so plenty of content on its way. I must get the Frankensaw out for a rip. I have a stack of firewood there. a stack of wood there that I need to get burnt up or cut up. So I need to get the Frankensaw out. It's just, it seems at the minute, it seems to be every spare moment I have, I'm catching up on something, or working at the cabin. Do you know what I mean? So that's the way I am at the minute. So I must get down there. I must get down and get some firewood stuck. And getting in and out to Red Branch is an issue at the moment too. We're going to dig a pond in Red Branch too. That's coming up soon. So I'm going to get a big 30-ton digger in and dig a big pond. And for the crack. I might drive the digger. Might drive it through the forest. You never know. I've never driven a digger before. Anyway, listen, guys. Thanks for watching. Thank you all for subscribing. And yes, we're creating habitat. That's what we're doing. We're creating wildlife habitat at Red Branch for biodiversity, and so I can show the kids more stuff. So that's it. I know. We're going to run it as an environmental project, and the guy that I'm organising it with, he said, you know, we could do all these community things, and we could get them. Bruno, look, Bruno. Do you want? Where are you going? Where are you going? Say hello. Say hello. You could tell. You could tell. You know, he was like, oh, we could. Where are you going? I don't know what you're after. Get out from there. We could get the kids to dig it. You know, dig it with shovels. I says, yeah, they'll do that for 5 minutes. Let's get a digger. Hang on, Bruno. Look, he wants out. Right, Bruno has to pee, so I gotta go. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.